Hello, year 8. How are you guys? So this is the first time I actually make video for agriculture lesson, and let's begin with this topic which I'm going to teach in the next coming weeks. So what we are going to be looking at this coming weeks is a plant. You will be doing an experiment which involve factors that are affecting plant growth. Okay, so with plant growth, there are four main factors that's gonna affect how they grow. As in, like, when I talk about plant growth, most of the time we talk about how fast they're growing, how big they will grow, and also how healthy they appears. Okay, and also if they're healthy, which that means they are able to produce lots of fruits or seeds for you. Okay, so plant that produce fruits obviously are gonna uh, be nice and tasty, and those that produce seeds are like your barley, your wheat, okay, your canolas. Okay, they are all very important in your everyday diet. So let's begin. So here we have we'll be looking at factors that gonna affect plant growth. Okay, so the first thing that is probably arguably the most important, I mean the two things, are water and nutrients. Okay, I need to put an S there because there are lots of them. So water is pretty much critical for survival. I can pretty much argue that if there's anything more important in this world, it will be water for both animals and plants. Okay, without water, you literally cannot grow. You cannot survive, even not to talk about grow. So I draw a small, nice little icon here, little symbols. So we have water and NPK. Alright, NPKs refer to the three main most important nutrients for our plant. Okay, all plants require all three of these to grow at some stage, and I'm going to talk about that in a sec. So the whole purpose of water is to carry moisture, okay, and nutrients back and forth between the roots. So I'm gonna use the red color here. So obviously you have water in the soil, water present in soil, and obviously in the air. Some plants can actually capture moisture from the air, but most plants require it to be taken out from the soil. So it will go up and down. Okay, it's just gonna be constant. Did you know that plant actually sweat as well? And the sweat is called transpiration. Okay, so their transpiration and the water actually lost to the environment. Okay, just like you and me, we sweat. When we sweat, that means water actually get out to the air and needs to be replaced, obviously, or else we're gonna be dry as a mummy. Alright, now what happened is it's gonna go back and forth between roots and leaves, and yeah, and obviously it gets taken out through the roots, sorry. So through the roots, that means you need to water your plant every so often. Okay, preferably every day if the day is hot, and then once, maybe twice, once every 2 days during winter time, because we have enough more than a bit more water then. So with the nutrients you need to remember, nutrients is probably what's gonna make them grow. Okay, without nutrients, the plant's not gonna grow. It's just like you. If you and I don't eat, we're gonna grow. We're gonna become skinnier, and especially during teenage stage, which is the growing stage, the plant's gonna get stunted. Okay, but here we have two different type of nutrients. One is called macro, and the other one is called micro. Okay, macro here means that you need a lot of this, and micro here you only need a bit to help you. Okay, so the three main ones that plants need are nitrogen, phosphorus, and potassium. Okay, so I'm just gonna quickly label each of their functions. So nitrogen here is for leaf growth, phosphorus here is for roots, and potassium here is for flowering. Okay, so they need all three of these in balanced amount to be able to perform most efficiently. Okay, so and those calcium, magnesium, sulfur, it is definitely good to have. And micronutrients are the one that they need in little bit, okay, in a small amount. Just like you and I, we need zinc, we need boron in our body, and we need iron in our body as well. Okay, there are actually many more, but all of them in minute amount. So, now that we've gone through water and nutrients, we'll move into air and soil. It's the second factor that's going to affect plant growth. So with air, there's actually not much we can do about it. We just need to make sure the plant have access to this thing, carbon dioxide. Did you know that plant needs carbon dioxide for a very, very important process that only plant can perform, okay? Which is photosynthesis, okay? So photosynthesis is when they can make their own food using carbon dioxide, sunlight, and water. That's heaps good. If we can actually do that ourselves, undergo photosynthesis, that means we don't actually need to go and buy food anymore. We can just lay under the sun and we'll feel full. So, and oxygen, did you know that apart from carbon dioxide, plants actually need oxygen to breathe, okay? Especially during nighttime. Since photosynthesis can only take place during daytime, not really, I mean under the presence of sun. Nowadays you can actually create an artificial light, okay? You can just put LED over and they're still able to do photosynthesis. But I mean out in the nature world, they need oxygen during nighttime to breathe during nighttime. Okay, and obviously on top of that, sorry about this, I need to cancel that. Yep, on top of that, we actually need a healthy soil. By that, we have to make sure healthy soil actually have a good amount of organic matter. Organic matter pretty much means your compost, okay? Compost that have combination of what do you mean, like eggshell, your scraps, food scraps, okay? And you pretty much that has been pretty much food that has been decomposed into the soil, and then that will turn into organic matter, which plant needs. Heaps is their food source, okay? Is their food source, okay? They require those to make photosynthesis, and also you need those to grow, okay? Now the third one, we're gonna make this video nice and short, so you have to make sure you write these notes down, okay? Because I actually condensed. Oh, what's happening here? So I actually condensed a big chunk amount of information into just one page of notes, okay? So the third one is light and temperature, okay? Nice little icon here. So light and temperature. Light, obviously, like what I said before, sunlight. It can be artificial light nowadays. They needed to make food through photosynthesis. Okay, and not enough light actually not good. So when you carry out your experiment, you can actually test out whether how light actually affect plants in terms of their growth rate. So if from what has been gathered, not enough light actually make the plant really weak, okay? Because obviously they don't get enough food through photosynthesis, and also they produce less flower and fruits. So that's why you see pretty much a lot of farming are done on the open paddock when you get lots of sun. Okay, inside, if you do it inside a building, let's say in a city condition, nowadays you have modern farming. Okay, you need a lot of artificial light. And temperature, obviously, temperature has to be optimum. Okay, you don't want to plant each species of plant actually have kind of like their preferred range of temperature. Okay, it's a range, so there's no just one thing. As long as you stay between that range, they will be all good. So we have the preferred cooler night time and warmer daytime. Okay, but warmer doesn't mean it get too hot. If you get a heat wave, you're gonna burn your plant. They're gonna die. Okay, they're gonna become yellow and die. Or if it is too cold, they get frostbite too. You know, yeah, during cold winter, especially in certain region of Australia, like you get frost, and the frost actually can kill a lot of plant. Okay, and lastly, we go to space and time. So space here, uh, this is probably one of the very important factors as well. You want to make sure you grow your plant with enough space for each of them to grow. Okay, if it is too crowded, yeah, they're not gonna grow very well. They are actually more likely to get disease as well because of limited airflow. So plant do get sick as well. Okay, they have lots of sickness actually. If you do a little bit of research, you'll find out that there are heaps of disease that can kill the plant. Okay, or reduce their productivity, just like us. Okay, and lastly is the time. Plants actually take a while to grow. Okay, some grow faster than the others, so they don't actually tend to grow overnight. Most of the crops that we know, it takes months to years to actually start growing fruits or even seeds for you to eat. Okay, so pretty much that's a big factor as well. So you can't actually rush it, um, but you can actually take care of them and make sure they grow the best. We're using all these four different factors. So to sum up, four main factors that affect plant growth are water and nutrients, soil and air, light and temperature, and space and time. Okay, so I hope you have written down your notes, and yeah, thanks for watching. This is my first agriculture videos for 2017, so I will make more down the track. And yeah, keep watching and peace out. Ciao, bye.